The title is the topic. Today I want to show people an example of what I'm up against when I start a video review of tropes versus women in video games. I wasn't planning to review women as background decoration for a while, as I like to space video reviews apart, but I was watching it to help start the process. I like to watch the videos and then think about them for a while before I begin an actual review. But for today, I'll be focusing on the description of the women as background decoration.
I define the women as background decoration trope in video games.
When she said I define, it means she can name it, describe it, and define whether it is right or wrong. Let's just play along for a second and see where this goes.
As the subset of largely insignificant, non-playable female characters whose sexuality or victimhood is exploited as a way to infuse edgy, gritty, or racy flavoring into game worlds. These sexually objectified female bodies are designed to function as environmental texture, while titillating presumed straight male players.
I want to go back to that section and clarify something. She said subset of largely insignificant non-player characters. Subset means a part of a larger group of related things. Then she follows that with the word largely. Largely means to a great extent, on the whole, mostly. At face value, that makes subset, which means small, sound big. This may or may not have been intentional, but she said largely insignificant. Largely describes how insignificant they are. So if we get rid of the description, we can see how big scale this issue is by her definition. The subset of non-playable female characters. I'll also note that most of the games shown in her video are racing games and mature titles. These are some games within the industry as a whole. Women as background decoration can exist in other types of games, but they are predominantly found in racing games and mature titles according to Anita's video. Now I want to play a clip from Damsel in Distress Part 1, where she explains what this series of videos is supposed to focus on.
Welcome to our multi-part video series exploring the roles and representations of women in video games. This project will examine the tropes, plot devices, and patterns most commonly associated with women in gaming from a systemic, big-picture perspective.
I want you to wrap your mind around this. Women as background decoration are a subset of NPCs that she demonstrates to be an issue within a part of the gaming industry.
Tropes, plot devices, and patterns most commonly associated with women in gaming.
Subset of NPCs within a part of the industry.
From a systemic, big-picture perspective.
At face value, we are now at a trope that isn't even a systemic big-picture issue. What is the fun in reviewing her videos when she sets rules that she doesn't follow? This was kind of fun when I started, but now it's not fun. The more videos I review, the more contradictions I find, and the more rules I see her breaking. It's like playing a game of Monopoly, where she starts herself with hotels on Boardwalk and Park Place, and has allocated herself all the railroads and utilities. I may or may not review women as background decoration, but right now, I'm just disappointed. It's like the further I get into her series, the worse the videos get. As usual, I have a playlist critiquing her work, and it has reviews of her video series. I'm not bringing Princess Peach out for this one. I just don't feel like it.